Matches below.
Hey, what's up guys? Matches Balone here, bringing guys another DC Toy Box TV review. Today we're going to be checking out the GameStop exclusive Dorbz Suicide Squad number 190, Harley Quinn. Okay guys, like always, before we get into the figure review, I do want to go over the packaging. As you can see, this is your standard Dorbz box where we get an open window right here and we get to see the figure inside. Up top, we get a Dorbz logo, and across from it, we get the number 190. Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad film is the 190 figure of the overall Dorbz line. Right here on the bottom of that window, we get a Suicide Squad logo right there. We get a vinyl collectible, a warning, age recommendation of 14 and up, and we get an only at GameStop sticker. This is an exclusive Dorbz figure only at GameStop stores or GameStop websites. To the side of the box, we get to see an image of the figure inside. Up top, we get another Suicide Squad logo, and across the bottom, we get Harley Quinn. I really wish they would have kind of given her a different name. There is a Funko Pop with the same outfit, and they call it Harley Quinn Gown. So I really hoped they would have given it a different name because, you know, collectors-wise, it will be kind of hard to differentiate them. So that's a little bit of a bummer. On the back, we get, again, continuing with that open window design, we get to see the back of the figure right there. Up top, we get another Dorbz logo. Across the bottom, we get a Suicide Squad logo and vinyl collectible underneath that. Then to the side of the box, we get to see the entirety of the Dorbz Suicide Squad figures. I do have reviews for each and every one of them, so please go check them out. And then across, or underneath them, I apologize, underneath that, we get Collect Them All. Then to the top of the box, we get a Suicide Squad logo, Dorbz Funko logo, and a DC Comics logo right there in the corner. On the bottom, we get a lot of, I guess, different languages for manufacturing details right there. We get a Funko logo right there in the center. Sorry, because it's kind of a little unfocused. We get a barcode made in Vietnam, Funko social media contacts, and right there we get a DC Comics and Warner Brothers logo. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the packaging, guys. We are going to get Harley Quinn out of her box and we can check her out. Okay guys, here we have the GameStop exclusive Harley Quinn Dorbz out of her box. And I gotta say, this is a really cool little figure. Of course, Harley Quinn would be the first kind of like variant figures. I really thought they would have made more of them. So I'm wondering if down the line we will get more kind of variant figures. I would like to have a different Dorbz Joker, but for the meantime, a second Harley Quinn is definitely a great addition to the collection. Now, as you can see, it does have the same kind of like form figure of every standard Dorbz, where it has the big head and the little chubby body. This is just like the other Harley Quinn figure, at least for the head sculpt, I believe. I do have the other Harley Quinn figure, and I'll bring it out for a comparison. But really, the main difference between the two figures will have to be the kind of costume that she's wearing. And as you can see, this is kind of her gold and black diamond dress that she wears, I believe, in a club scene inside of the film. So it is cool that we're getting that kind of like different, just a different image of Harley Quinn altogether. So that looks really nice. And as always, just like every Dorbz figure, this is very nicely painted, very detailed. You could see that her main gown is gold with black diamonds right there. It is kind of cut out towards the bottom of it. You do see there is a little line right there to kind of split between the two legs, and she does have her, you know, I guess in the film it would be gold high heels, but because this is pretty much just a little stump, it's just a gold bottom. But you know, it is pretty cute. Up top, you do see that she is wearing jewelry, so she does have several kind of like necklaces around here. Again, it is just painted gold. The camera doesn't really pick it up too well, but if you were to look close enough, there are some subtle designs within that. So that is really cool for Funko and Dorbz to go kind of like the extra mile to kind of really differentiate some of the stuff. Her arm has a ton of accessories. You can kind of see these are like three watches, like wrist watches. So that's kind of weird. But of course, Harley Quinn is crazy. So she has that right there. And then she has some kind of three bands or bracelets right there. So again, that looks really cool. The arms are glued on and attached to the figure, so there's no articulation right there. There is articulation in the head, and we'll get to that in a bit. And then again, continuing the back, we continue that kind of like gown design. She does have an open back right there with all these kind of like straps to, hold her dress up. So that looks really cool. Again, this is all, this is all done through paint. So the way they're able to kind of mimic the detail of the dress and of the film, that looks really cool. And of course, right here in the bottom, you do see there is that line continuing to split the two legs and that whole, gold stump that represents her, her feet. That looks really cute. And then of course on the other arm again she does have accessories. This time it does seem she just has green bands on her arm and green bracelets right there. But still it is really cool that they went in and they did, put detail across the whole figure. That looks really nice. It would have been awesome if this was kind of like a shiny variant, almost like one of those I think they call it like the metallic versions, right? Because of the gold, it would have really popped real nicely. And then the head, again, like I said, I believe this is pretty much the same head we got in the standard Harley figure. I could be mistaken, and we'll see better when we get that comparison. But like I did mention, that you do have articulation right there. You do have the ability to rotate the head all the way around if you do so. You do have that signature Dorbz smile, which I just love a lot. It really makes all of these figures really cute. The little squinty eyes and the little smile right there. It's just a really nice image to look at. Personally, I'm more of a fan of the Dorbz than the Funko Pop for that very reason alone. Like if you guys ever see like a Batman figure smiling, it's just the cutest thing. But again, to kind of continue with the kind of screen accurate Harley Quinn, they do have these kind of like eyeliners right here, the red and the blue to match her colors. She does have a little heart tattoo right there under her eye. Right here, you did see that she does have a rotting tattoo going across her face. So that looks really nice as well. The hair itself is also really nicely detailed in design, how they molded it, where it does look like in the back she has these kind of like two split ponytails, but then she has her bangs coming across her face. So that looks really nice. And if you really do look inside of the hair, you do see all these kind of like moldy lines to show, the hair being tied in a certain direction. And then again, continuous to screen accurate, the ponytails are split in two and they do have different colors. So you do have the red and the blue with matchy kind of like hair ties. And what I like is that the paint is kind of a little darker towards the bottom and then starts to fade a little bit as it goes into her natural blonde hair. So that looks really nice. Really nice details right there. You can see right there her ear. But yeah, overall, it's still a really great figure. I definitely like the dress. It is very nicely painted, nicely detailed, and it just looks awesome overall. But yeah, like I said, I do have the standard Suicide Squad Dorbz Harley, so we'll make a comparison right now. Here she goes, and we'll put them side to side. So like I said, at first glance, I pretty much sure that these are the same head sculpts and it's just a different in the body. But really, she doesn't change her makeup, so I think that's pretty much fine with me. You could see that right here is the kind of close-up comparison, that the standard Harley does have her accessory bat, whilst the gown Harley really doesn't have anything at all. I don't believe she has anything during that scene to begin with, so it again, it makes screen accurate. you know but yeah, it looks really cool. You can see the side-by-side comparison. It's really cool that we're rotating these in the opposite direction, but you can definitely tell right there, they have the matching, blue and red sides, so it looks really cool. Here's the back of the figures. I really like the kind of like text on the back of the figures. It's just a really nice kind of like, touch to it all. There we go, side to side. And again, face to face. And yeah, I am 100% sure it is the same head sculpt. There's really no need for them to switch it out. But yeah, it's still really cool. If you guys are big Harley Quinn fans, you're gonna definitely want to add her so you can have two different Harleys. Personally, I am more of a fan of the standard costume. They both look really nice, but the fact that you get this little accessory bat, it just, kind of makes it, the little cherry on top, in my opinion. But yeah, this kind of GameStop exclusive Dorbz is definitely a very nice figure. It's probably one of my top favorite figures in the overall Suicide Squad line. I just really like it. It's really nicely detailed. There's a very almost like a simple take to the whole thing that I just kind of like overall, and I'll give you guys that one last spin before we end this. So it looks really good. But yeah, that is pretty much my GameStop exclusive Harley Quinn Dorbz figure review. Go ahead, comment down below with any of your guys' thoughts and opinions. Are you guys a big fan of Harley Quinn? Have you guys seen the film? Have you guys already been collecting the Suicide Squad Dorbz figures? Whatever you want to let me know, go ahead, comment down below. Like the video, you guys like it. Dislike it if you didn't. And subscribe and look forward to more videos, guys. Thanks. Laters.